Here's a look at the markets from the eMiniDayTrader perspective for Tuesday, March the 10th, 2009. Starting off here as we usually do with the profiles, we can see here that this was our overnight action. So this was yesterday, this was Monday, and as you can see, Monday was totally within, as I was mentioning yesterday, it was totally within Friday's range, so it's called an inside day. We do anticipate a breakout on those after those days. Quite often it will happen. We were looking more. Here's where the overnight opened. This is where it closed yesterday. We were really thinking that the market would move down overnight. It did not. Instead, it rallied up, and it even moved above the previous day's value area. And then you can see most of the volume occurred above that price. So that was a very interesting overnight heads up, led us to believe that the market could rally instead of sell off. And if it were to rally above yesterday's area of trade, then it could move in a very quick manner. And it did. It had a nice swift move higher very early in the day, allowing us to get in on some nice trades. So let's take a look here at here's our combined profiles, and so another area that we were looking at, well, it was that same area actually that I just mentioned right here. If the market could get above there, and which is where it opened, it could very well have a good move higher. And of course the gap area too was that major area of resistance that we've been mentioning, and the market came very, very close to getting up there. A bit of a disappointment actually that it didn't get up there. So I'm expecting a day of consolidation tomorrow with some possible support areas. For example, 698 is a possible area of support, even in around the 705 area. I think it's got a nice bullish tone today, but until it moves above that low volume area, it's really not sort of a good to go kind of thing. In other words, the intraday or swing auction has really not changed just from the one day. The trades that we had today were interesting. We had, it's not one of our core trades, but we had a really nice entry right here just at the low of this balance area, able to participate in this up move in through here. So that was very nice. Our actual system trade, the first system trade we had was a short right in here, and that moved down nicely for us, some 3 3/4 points on the final partial, so that was nice. We then had another trade, a similar action to that, where we were able to get short in here. We had a deceleration bar right here, lost it when I reloaded at the end of the day, but we were able to participate in this down move here. So we actually ended up our first two core trades, other than this trade here, which is for traders that have been with us, for I don't know, a few weeks or a month or two or whatever, they're become more aware of the actual condition of the auction cycle. They would have made that first trade, but definitely would have made, and I'm of course referring to this first trade here, definitely would have made the second one and the third one, and because they were both very nice. We had another couple of trades today. We had this balance area in here. It's a very large one, very, very noteworthy. As a result, when the market dipped back down to its low, we actually had two trades off of that, along from there and along from there. Both of those moved up very, very nicely for us. So we ended up by having a pretty good day. We got nicked on our last on both of these trades. The market came down here. It was just amazing. On both of those long trades, after we'd reached our first objective, the market continued to rally, especially on the second one, up 7 points on the final partial, and then it dipped back down to salvage 2 1/4, because we put our stop to salvage 1/3 of the move if we don't have paint bars to assist us with that. And we just got nicked right here. It was just amazing how on both of these trades we just got nicked. But at any rate, you can see that what we're able to do with a lot of these trades is to identify excellent trade entry location, and as a result, these trades are very rarely move very much against us. So even getting nicked on these last couple of trades, still had a nice profitable day, but still expecting a bit of a pullback tomorrow because of this generally speaking, when the market runs up as quickly as it did today, it usually needs to pause a bit, but it most likely will have some follow through, and I think we want to test the 722 area where it got to today, and then of course up towards that gap area, which is obviously the major area of resistance. So as usual, if you've got any comments or questions, we'd love to hear from you at eMiniDayTrader.com or email us at info@eMiniDayTrader.com.